All right, it is Sunday, October 27th, 2024. I'm out here at Ken Grody Ford in Buena, California for All Ford Mustang Madness. So it takes up the entire dealership. It's not just Mustangs. It is, of course, Mustangs of all years and other Fords. I saw a couple Lincolns in there. They are still rolling in. This is like an all Orange County video weekend because I did Laguna Beach yesterday. If you haven't caught that video, it's up on the channel. And of course, the Dodgers did win last night. They are up 2-0 in the World Series. So I'm very excited about that. And we're going to get started right now. So a little bit of everything here. We got a Cobra Jet Torino 429 variety. I'm not sure how many cars they get at this one. Looks like the back lot's already pretty filled in, and they're starting to fill the front line. Of course, right now we're in the service department. Very rare Torino. Got a Lincoln Mark 8. Believe it or not, this has always been one of my bucket list cars. Just these in the Mark 7, the Cobra motor.
He's gonna, down the road say, "Oh, I thought you said this was front-wheel drive."
He's got a.
Then you turn around and say, "Oh, I don't remember ever saying that."
These are actually very, very fast cars. A Ford Pinto. I'm guessing this one might have a V8 swapped into it.
I used to have one exactly like that.
Actually, I believe I've seen this one before, and it does have a V8 swapped into it. Like I said, this is the All Ford show. If you like Chevys, check out a Memoria next week, which will be at the Fairplex in Pomona. It's a Dia de los Muertos show and a lowrider show. So I'm taking my daughter out for that one. We have 2 tickets for that. Very nice Cougar Eliminator. Let's see if I can get through here. You just don't see the Cougar Eliminators very often. So I said we'll be out there for that. The week after that we have SEMA. So always check the tentative list. It'll be in the comments section shortly after the video post. Let you know what I'm planning on hitting in the near future. Beautiful Ford Fairlane. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments, all that good stuff. Tell some friends about the channel. It does help us out. Especially with the algorithm, which has been completely goofy and not pushing my videos out to new people. Got a 4-speed. Beautiful Mercury Cougar. I like my 68 I had, but can't keep them all, like I always say. So we got SEMA 5th and 6th in Las Vegas. I can't wait to see how much the hotel rooms are this year. I always wait till 2 days before to book my room, as they usually come down a bit if they haven't booked all the rooms yet. So we'll see how bad that is. We got a Lincoln Continental Mark III. We saw the Mark 8 earlier. It's a beautiful example of a Mark III. My dad had a triple white Mark III when I was a kid. I just thought that was the coolest car ever back then. Yeah, that's Ford Thunderbird. I swear we'll get to some Mustangs eventually. There's a lot of Mustangs here, as you can imagine. Got a more modern Mustang. This guy brought the candy for the kids. It's Halloween on Thursday, don't you know? Got it all decorated. A Roush Mustang. I'm not as well versed in the newer Mustangs as I am the older ones. As we will likely be seeing a lot of these at SEMA. New and old, actually. They get a lot of. They get vintage vehicles, newer vehicles, all sorts of stuff. We got a very well decorated 39 coupe. I actually need to go pick up some Halloween supplies on the way home, so I drove my normal car today. The kids really been pushing me to decorate. I have not decorated for Halloween. We have stuff in the garage I need to get out for that. So we will get there. We got one that's Nightmare Before Christmas decorated. My kid would love this one. Kid's like a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I'm guessing they have some sort of a Halloween decoration as part of the show here. A unicorn themed Bronco. Don't forget, on the 9th of November, we have Nitro Revival at Irwindale Speedway. And the rumor right now is that I guess their lease is up at the end of the year. I thought this one was decorated too. And they will be closing. That's what supposedly is going on. Right, so there's a Facebook group to help save Irwindale Speedway. It's put on by Pop Beck. If you go on Facebook, type in Save Irwindale Speedway or Dragway, I believe it'll pop up. So if you're interested, obviously I filmed a lot of events there. I still have 2 more events to film there before the end of the year as well. Yeah, 56 panel. I was supposed to film Automobile Driving Museum today. They told me there was really nothing much going on today for their last day of operations, but there will be a couple other events that they have scheduled coming up in the future. That 57 Ford two-door sedan. I just heard there was a DJ's going to about to start setting up, so I want to get this area out of the way first. Fortunately, some of the cars aren't completely decorated yet. Shelby GT 500. Yeah, GT 500 KR. In fact, last year when I went to Vegas, I did stop in at the Shelby facility, which you can go and take a tour and see their gift shop and things like that. When you're in Las Vegas, it's actually on the south side of Vegas, rolling into like off I-15. A GT 350, 66.
Pretty much a GT40 motor in it. Underneath that's the original block. It's supposed to live up with this. And then right here,
A Hertz Reno Racer GT350H. Of course, you could rent these at Hertz. I guess in my video from Galpin, I guess there was one that was a replica, and some guy called me out in the comments. I guess this one looks to be a real one, but
yeah, I know he's good friends with you know Gary.
like I said, that show I was literally like just I had to keep going. I was there like 7 hours filming that video.
Oh, I'm John. John Hayden.
Okay, through. Got a GT 350. I said that Galpin show, I was there from 7:30 to about 2 o'clock. And most of the time I was filming, so I that gives you an idea of what it takes to film some of these shows. Sometimes they are not that easy. SEMA's probably the hardest to film just because of the crowds and waiting your turn to film cars, and then people still don't wait their turn. They run in on your turn to film the car. So, as I mentioned before, I'm not the greatest at crowds, unfortunately.
The only place I got.
But I do manage when I have to. Indoor shows are definitely the hardest to film. Yeah, Fox body notch. I would love to redo my Fox body at some point in the future, but right now it makes a great extra car. My mother has borrowed it, my sister has borrowed it, my stepfather has borrowed it.
What? Put the tent in the way.
They had a nice row over there too.
Yeah, Cobra. Getting into like the late 90s. Hey, the late 90s were a long time ago. It's hard to believe, but it's absolutely true. This guy's pulling in. U.S. Navy, as was I for 6 years in the 90s. Speaking of the 90s. Yeah, Fox body. And for the one guy that's going to complain that there's no Chevys in this ad, it's the very rare Shelby Mustang. Not quite. Yeah, it's a 5.0, 68, 5.0 Ford Camaro, apparently. Okay, so we did get a Chevy in the video, sort of. All right. At least this guy has a sense of humor about it. There you go, the 5.0 badge. I think he's got him on a magnet or a double stick. Yeah, that was pretty funny. The Mustang badges on a Camaro. Maybe he had a car entered as he had to bring that one instead. Well, it is. Now we've got a lot of rolling going on. Our first car alarm. Speaking of car alarms, Long Beach Swap Meet is on the 10th of December. For all your favorite cars that are for sale, as well as car alarms that are going off in the background, check out the Long Beach Swap Meet video. A very original looking 67 GT350 Shelby. I don't know if this is the one. There used to be one in Pasadena that was very original like this that was running around. I'm not sure if this is the same car. I used to see it when I first moved into Pasadena. I mean, I'd seen it like at the drugstore and stuff. I have not seen that one around in a while, so it's very well could be the same car. Fox body. They've been swapping on.
Really?
I should say for the record, if you've never watched any of my videos, I do own Fords as well as I do have a Chevy Impala, so as well as Mopars and an AMC. Yes, I still have the 40 Ford Coupe too. I always ask about that one. A pink Mustang. Cobra. We went in the showroom. Check out the Ford GT. A Super Snake. There's also a Super Snake. Another Mercury Cougar rolled in. 67. And for you year differentiation people, 67 has a Cougar badge there, 68 has a side marker, like a reflector type light. Easiest way to tell between the 67 and the 68. As well as the 68 has side markers in the front as well. The 67 does not. So I said before, we had a few people comment, they like me pointing out the different years on cars. I know a lot of you older guys know all this stuff, but I kind of started doing that and people seem to like it, so. Beautiful Mustang. As the pony interior. So I'm still looking for an event for mid-November. I believe it's like 16th, 17th, whatever that weekend is. There doesn't seem to be much going on. I may just do like a cars and coffee or head out of state. So we'll see. I'm waiting to see how much the bill is going to be for the hotel for SEMA, and then we'll play accordingly. Check out a Boss 429/69 Mustang. These are unbelievably rare and very, very desirable, as most of you know. Show the vintage antenna ball. Those remember those.
Funny how that worked. They all of a sudden
That was, you're extorting us.
67 Mustang GTA just rolled in. Very nice example of one.
But with him, I had to hire him. The 16 are in 35 miles a day, so running with a bunch of dogs.
So like I said, if anybody knows of any shows on the 16th and 17th of November, I have not found them. And I think the weekend after that's pretty sparse as well. No, it's like a couple weekends after that. And of course, December, there's a few weekends where there's just absolutely nothing. But I'm sure I'll find something. Yeah, Mustang GT. 1971 Mach 1. Try to shoot some longer clips. My camera is glitching real bad today for some reason. So when I can get it to work, I'll go ahead and do longer clips. I'll do it that way. I got a 2+2. Fastback. Okay, they're plugging in speakers back here, so we're gonna get this section as quickly as possible. Check out this early saline. That's a very early saline. This is one you definitely will not see very often, especially in this condition. Sun's got a little bit of decoration started. So they also have a decoration contest as part of it. Yeah, pony interior. With underdash AC on this one.
He's starting to change his tune a little bit. Definitely.
I got a 14 myself.
Yeah, so we got the speaker system set up. Gee, Mike, why do you get the show so early? Get it before the DJ sets up. That's my pro tip for filming car shows. I literally shut the front thinking, okay, that's where the DJ is going to be. I didn't realize they were going to have a sound system back here as well. We'll breeze through this probably one shot, hopefully, or a couple shots. Yeah, 4i Fox body, 5.0.
It's the same diameter, you know, it's just a spare. Sure. Yeah. Change it.
So you got the candy bucket. Those are my favorites, the Kit Kat. I'm not taking any of those. I know better. Like, what's your favorite Halloween candy? Leave it in the comments. Nice Fox body here. I said the Kit Kats are the ones I usually buy them because that way if I have extra candy, at least it's something I like, but I really shouldn't. And sometimes I wind up giving the extra to my kid to take to school, but then all the other parents do the same thing, so there's that problem. Because my street, they don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters because the street 2 streets over from me is known for having like the whole street decorates, so they give out a crazy amount of candy on that street. And a couple of years ago I set up turntables and DJ'd oldies all night. Some of the parents were like amazed. I was playing actual vinyl. And if you like actual vinyl, check out my other channel, Mike Finds Things, where we find old records and things. Lots of great stuff on that one. The link's in the video description. And I find everything from old 78s to occasionally I'll find stuff from the 2000s record-wise at sales or at thrift stores. Actually, I found a Kenny Chesney album at a estate sale recently from like a few years ago, as well as a alternative band that you probably never heard of, because I'd never heard of it before I found the record. But we got all kinds of stuff like that on the like find stuff. Usually I try to concentrate on like 50s through say 70s. I think the oldest record we ever found on there was like a 1901. I do own 2 gramophones as well, so Victrolas, like original ones from the early 1900s. A 68 Mustang Coupe. The only 60s Mustang I ever owned was a 68 Coupe, a yellow one with a luggage rack, 289 automatic luggage rack. That was sold new at Galpin, and I got it really cheap. I think I paid like $1,200 for it. Got it running, had a rod knock, so I didn't have the money to fix it, so I sold it and I made money. I went to New Zealand, of all places. So the guy had it fully restored before it left the United States and then shipped it to New Zealand. But it was the only 60s Mustang I ever owned. And the only other Mustang I ever owned was my Fox Body that I currently own. Alright. Let's go to bring the kids lots of candy at this one. After I said that, a kid ran up and took some candy out of that bucket. Okay, now we're starting to play music back here. That's 67. This one's like full custom going. Check out the door handles. They filled in the panels there.
Yes.
Lots of modifications.
Yes.
That's one I have to go a little slower with. Our breezer or saline.
Yeah. That and dots. Barbie got hard candy.
Got a Cobra.
Chocolate will only make it. Trying to tell you something?
I also will not be doing Radwood this year, which it's on the same day as Nitro Revival. So for fans of the Rad era cars, that one was never a big one for the channel. It was always because a lot of my friends go to Radwood, and I was like, I'm going to film the video while I'm there. So, but I say really Nitro Revival is like one a lot of my viewers like to watch. I do have a lot of friends that go to that one as well. Lots of Halloween decorations here. It's pretty crazy. I was doing a flippy thing a minute ago. We'll see if we can, maybe you stand in front of it, it does it again. Can I? Nope, not today. Okay, let's do a thing where it was laughing hysterically and flipping around. Oh, there it is. You found the switch. Oh, there you go. It's me after a couple cups of coffee in the morning. All right. So it's got all the decorations going. All right. Any more decorations on this one? So it totally says step here, and I didn't see it when I was filming. Oh, there you go. Should have done that. A little late video humor for you. Got a nice Fox body. fastback. Tell you what, I put like 1,500 miles on mine in like a period of like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks between Power Tour and getting it ready for Power Tour on the convertible.
So we're going to do best decorative cars.
A 4i Fox.
Decorated and,
This one's got the cobwebs and the spider.
We're the only ones that really got into cars. All the others, not so much.
It's even got the Alice Cooper for President sticker. I don't think we ever found any Alice Cooper on Mike Fine's thing. Those are kind of hard to find, those albums. 70 Boss 302. Should take it in a little bit. You can get across here without falling in the ditch. Yeah, this is a treacherous job. Check that out. Yeah, 68 California Special Mustang, the GTCS. I very nearly bought one of these that was beat up from an old lady when I was in high school. A red one too. I remember it was missing the fog lamps, but other than that it was pretty complete.
That's why they never do it that way. No. They do it so that you can have the hood open.
There you go, the creepiness. Check that out. Hey, my mailman doesn't do that. He just brings me bills. That's scarier though, when he brings you bills.
I let that guy use my satchel and my...
There's your nightmare fuel. Yeah, we're just having fun. Oh man. Fastback, ready to go racing. We got the fuel cell that fits in the factory spot. If you don't know, the factory fuel tanks on these weren't the best design ever, so, and they do make updated fuel tanks for them and shields and things like that. I'm not going to get into the details on them, but 1970 convertible here. I think they're playing the Monster Mash off in the background. A 69 convertible. Got some decorations getting ready to go out on this one. Yeah, 4i Fox. There's still cars rolling in. GT Fastback. This one's a 40th anniversary model. Now, if you don't know, the 90 like I have is a 25th anniversary. It just has the thing on the dash that says 25th anniversary. There was no actual like anniversary model that year. They just all said 25th anniversary on the Mustang badge. on the dashboard on the 90s. I got a 59 retractable Ford Skyliner. This is the later style with the Galaxy package. Got the Connell kit with the skirts. A couple more vehicles that rolled in a little later. F40 Deluxe two-door sedan. All right, so this one's a 1970 Galaxy with the sport roof. My grandmother had a 69 Galaxy with that roof growing up. Very similar car. Well, they're playing Susie and the Banshees now. I actually wound up with the car when I was in high school, but then my mother made me sell it, which I'm still not happy about. You don't see very many of these with the sport roof like that. 69 or 70 for that matter. It's rolling in now. We got some old Fords. Model Ts. They showed up a little bit late, but we'll excuse them because these aren't the fastest vehicles on the planet. We got a Model A pickup as well, all decorated for Halloween. Oh, we got the Model A. I actually already shoot an outro. These guys rolled in right after I got done with the outro. Yeah, we got the Model T. If you like the brass era stuff, check out the Holiday Motor Excursion. I've got some videos of that on the channel, but it'll be the weekend after Christmas this year. I've got it on the tentative list. So lots of stuff like this, early brass era stuff you won't see anywhere else. And they meet over in Arcadia. All right, that is going to wrap things up here at Ken Grody Ford for All Ford Mustang Madness 2024. Lots of amazing Fords and one Chevy, so with Ford badges on it. Go figure. We got other great events coming up for the channel. Next week, we're off for En Memoria at the Fairplex on the 2nd. The 3rd, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. 5th and 6th, we've got SEMA Las Vegas, so that's always a big one for the channel. Check the tentative list to let you know what I'm planning on hitting in the near future. Be sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave some comments, tell some friends about these videos because YouTube's not sending it out to new people for some reason. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.